Hello everyone. Today I am experimenting with these craft sticks. So I've had this bag for I don't know how long because this is so old it's getting dingy. But I kept finding them when I was looking for things. And so I decided to, I don't know, make something out of them. So the first thing I did was had an idea to create like a mini album and create a cover using the sticks. So I used my Big Bite from We Are Memory Keepers, and I tested the two settings. You have the 3/16 and the 1/8 inch, and so they would go through the wood. It does on occasion, depending on how close you punch the holes, kind of pull up the wood a little bit. So it just really all depends on how you punch them and how, if you're making multiple holes close together. But the fact is that it will go through, and then the big brads will actually go through. Are these brads? Let's see. Eyelets. I always say the wrong thing. So if you have the larger eyelets, they actually will go through the other side, and then you would be able to, adhere them. The smaller ones do not. They are the same width as the stick. So if you were going to want to reinforce the holes, which actually then removes the, wood, any wood damage from being visible, you would want to use the larger hole. So that's kind of where I started. I started by checking out the wood first, and it will work. The next thing I am doing is I found this nice red Christmas tree design. It's from Red and White Christmas from Recollections at Michael's. I got this last year and the year before that. I think this is the first year they didn't have it. And so I cut that down to be 4 1/8 by 4 1/2. And what I'm going to do is turn this over. Oh, that just, does that look cut straight? Yeah, I guess so. It looked like it wasn't cut straight. Okay, so I cut the paper, and then I figured out how many sticks that I need. And I have 11 here. And what I plan to do is adhere them to the back side of the paper, just to give it some sturdiness. But I think what I first want to do is paint the sticks. So I'll get my paint and we'll get started on that. Okay, so I've been painting these up a little bit with the Craft Smart acrylic paint. Okay, so I'm going to take this ribbon and wrap it around. Okay. So I lined it up there, putting some glue around the right spot. I'm going to put this back on over the hole that I made. Oh yes. I was going to do something before I did this. So you know, I'm just making this all up along the way. So I hope you enjoy this discovery with me. Oh my goodness. Just to make sure, yep. Okay. There. I know some people probably would want to use hot glue. I'm not a major fan of hot glue, usually because I burn myself.
Comfortable with? I am just going to use what I'm comfortable with. Now, before I did this, I actually wanted to do something else. But it's probably a good thing I did that first. So as you see, what's going on here? Oh, so we need to cut this off. See, and it will lay right across there. Now I know you can see the glue, but don't worry about that. Yes, look, here's the buckle. When you thread the buckle, look how adorable this is going to be. Isn't this cute? I love it. Okay, so before we adhere this, what I want to do is now adhere the sticks to the decorative page. And I want to then Mod Podge them. Only because I think it will seal the paint. Wait, I've done this wrong. Because this is the back side. I should have adhered it this way. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good thing we got that. Good thing the glue wasn't all set up yet. Let's make sure we got that lined up. Yep. And this side's actually already pretty sealed. Yes, 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 that's right. Right? Wait, did I just do the same thing? Okay, no, because this will be underneath all of that. Yes, 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 you're okay now. Okay. See, this will be on the other side. It'll be like this. And this paper will cover up. That's why I wanted it to wrap around. Okay, I hope this is all making sense. I'm sorry if it's not. Like I said, I'm just making it up as I go. Okay. Now, so let's see. I think we'll put them on and then maybe adhere Mod Podge if we want to. I think that would be best. Yeah. I have no nail on this thumb anymore. Whoops, tearing off the wrong thing. Ugh. There we go. Finally. My red finger. Okay. I think I need to move everything up top here. What I was actually going to do is add more glue to the backside sticks using the 3-in-1. Just to make it, you know, more sturdy. See, and then this will wrap around at the end. So, now that I've done that, I'm going to want to put glue down the sides of each one as well. Okay, don't you just love how I think on the fly here? All right, let's give this a go. don't want much of it on the front though. I think this is going to take some time, so you don't have to watch all the gluing of the sticks. I will turn the camera off right now.
Okay, so once we stuck all the craft sticks together and I turned it over, you could see some of the glue that seeped through on the other side. I used a gummy eraser to get some of the glue off, and then when I did that, it actually brought up the red paint. So what I did was I repainted the front. I tore the ribbon off there and just repainted the front. And what I'm going to do now is to add Mod Podge, and I'm doing the gloss. I thought that would be a nice finish. So let's give that a try. I'm just going to put it out here rather than directly on it. Again, using a sponge applicator. Make sure you're getting the sides when you're doing this and down in the cracks if possible, just so that it would, you know, look uniform. Now when I repainted it, I did put red paint down into the holes. This is a messy job, although I'm having fun doing it. You know, I'm just laying in bed early in the morning, coming up with these ideas. Craziness. What is going on outside? I hear a big truck. Okay. And no, it's not even trash day. There. Okay, I think we got that pretty good. I hope this is going to work as much as I want it to. It's a cute idea, if anything else. All right, I think that's everything. Oh, I see when I did the sides, it kind of globbed the glue up a little bit. Yeah, good thing I caught that. So let's go back over the ends to try and get as much of the excess glue out. We're not going to worry about the back side. We're going to adhere that to the decorative paper, so it's not going to matter. Okay. All right, we'll let that dry. There's a dry spot. And we'll be back. Okay, we're back and it has dried pretty good. So I thought I would go ahead and adhere the belt across. Again, it's about 1 inch from this bottom. Oh, mercy, you guys. I forgot my buckle. It's a good thing we're using liquid adhesive. I'm like already 10 steps ahead in my mind, you know? So then you kind of lose track of what you're actually doing. Okay, got that centered. Wonder if we should be using, you know, glossy accents on that buckle. We'll see, won't we? Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and glue the ribbon around to the back side. Give that a minute to dry. Okay, now I'm going to add some glue to the back side here. And then we're going to adhere the decorative paper. Again, I'm just adding this for a little more strength. And let me get a black ink pad. I want to go around the decorative paper before we lay it down. Okay, I'm just using archival black ink, jet black from Ranger. Just really going around the edges so it won't be stark white. Okay, if you have a direction on your decorative paper, make sure it is going in the right direction. And line this up. Now remember, before I made some little marks so that I knew where to put the paper. And I think that's it. And then we will just burnish this. Ooh, I actually like the way the white is showing through on the back side. It just gives it some more interest. Very cool. Okay, I'm happy about that. Just gonna rub it down a little more. It was hard to get in there with that one. This is a We Are Memory Keepers, whoops, bone folder. Okay, so yes, I am happy about that. Now the next thing I thought we would do is add some buttons. I thought that would be cute as well. Adorable. I'm using La Mode buttons. I don't know where I got these, probably from Hobby Lobby or something. Now I'm not going to, you know, measure these exact. I'm just going to put them on. hopefully with not too much glue. What I like is they have like a square around the inside of the circle. Just gives some more interest to the buttons there. And I guess we could have put thread in them, but with the wood, I would prefer that they be flat down rather than have the thread behind them. So that's our cover. It's looking really cute. I'm so excited. Okay, so I will need to repunch this hole for the decorative paper. So I will do that. I will punch the holes in this as well, and then we will start on the pages. Okay, so as I was creating this and videotaping it, my camera died, and so I don't have some of the footage that I created, but I did want to come back and share with you the final product. I mainly wanted to show you how to put together the cover, and the rest I think you'll be able to do on your own. So here it is. I've added 1.25 rings, and I've added the eyelets, and I've added them on all the pages because of the holes being so close to the edge of the paper, so I wanted to make sure there was a secure hole for it to be in. So as we open up the book, I have created, I think, 7 pages. Yes, 7 pages. And that was using the Mary Mary collection by Pebbles. You've seen me haul this from Tuesday morning. And so this right here is an actual little tuck. You could put something up under there. So I just cut the pages down to 4 1/8 by 4 1/2. I wanted it to be a little not as wide as the covers, just because of the way it will end up laying. And what I did was the pattern that I used on the front, I carried over in some capacity to the back side. That way I got more use out of the paper. So on the back side, I created a little pocket, and I put in a little journaling card there. I've added fabric pieces throughout as well. So I will have, let's see, I created a little bin here of all the products that I used. So this is Dashes, Dots, and Checks ribbon, and that's what I used here. On the next page, I just created this little band, but it's an actual pocket, put another journaling card in there. And on the back side, I carried that same pattern over and used this ribbon boutique by Celebrated. It's called Christmas. It's the plaid. And I've added to both sides of the back of this paper to give it a decorative look. And here's another journaling card. Now over here I did something different. So here's a journaling card. But what I did was I used this Celebrated ribbon boutique. It has the silver, the blue, and the white ribbon. And I took, because it was thin, I thought it would be kind of cute to kind of look as if they were suspended. So I used the littler tags and adhered just that little line on each of the cards to the ribbon so that you could then use it as a tuck and get things underneath that. On the back side, I used a die that I had to cut out this frame, and added a snowflake, which I got from Michael's. It's a Recollections. On the next page, I actually cut this e.l.f. brand cocoa out from the Cricut. So if you have Cricut and you have free access, this image is available to you. I just made it bigger so it could be used as a pocket. I fussy cut these little elves out of the paper pad, and then I added this cute little journaling card. On the back side, I used the scrap to cut like, you know, as if it was snow, little snowdrift here. I fussy cut out this little house, and I printed this for my Cricut as well. I just made it very small so that it would fit in here. And then I added this rickrack here that you see me haul from the Goodwill. It was only 49 cents, but it is a Target product. And I added that up above. Now down below, I created a pocket again using decorative paper, and I also used ribbon. And this was a item I got from the Goodwill as well for 49 cents, and that is a Target item. So I covered it up to the white line on the ribbon, and then I added a journaling card. I used a die to cut out the like the icicles here and added that to the top, and just added one of their little cards from the paper pad to the side. Now you all probably seen me also haul these trees that I got at Joann's for Maker's Holiday. I am loving these, and it was so fun to use them in a project. And so this created a pocket, and I have a journaling card. Now for this design, I only carried over just a little bit and made like a frame out of this, but I just love how this page turned out. It's one of my favorites. I also tried to color coordinate, so whatever was going on here, I then tried to pick a pattern that was complementary to this one. So you see the green was very prominent here, so I tried to choose one that had more greens in it. And then I pulled out the reds with the berries. Again, I used a die and cut out this frame. On the back side, I carried over that same pattern and again used the plaid ribbon to create just a little interest, and it also separates. These are two stacked pockets, so you'll have a pocket here and then one at the top for a little journaling card. And then up here I just used paper and cut out and added it to the top. I put these on foam to give them some dimension. Now this item I recently just got at the Target dollar spot. You just saw me haul those, and I just love this whole idea of hanging them from ribbon, so I used that same ribbon I had previously used. I used Michael's Studio G glitter glue and added that to the wooden pieces to just give them some more interest as well. I just love how this all turned out. I added a brad, and that was from the Echo Park I Love Winter collection of brads. On the back side, I used that ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. And then used another one of the brads, and this also will hold, a couple journaling cards. Now this is the back cover, but it's the inside. I had used the American Craft Bits, and this is the Hollyberry for the gingerbread man here. And then here's a journaling card, which is actually the calendar. I thought that was super cute to go right there. And on the back side, because it was black chipboard, I really just Mod Podged this 2 times. I noticed that when you do it twice, you get a much more glossier look to it, and I absolutely love that. And what I loved is I love the idea that the front was all red and the back was black. So just I'm loving this whole thing. I hope you enjoyed this as well. It's a great mix between all the different types of mediums that you can use. We have paper, we have ribbon, we have metal, we have buttons and fabric, and it's just a great combination of all the different types of products that you can use to make one lovely little mini album. And I hope you enjoyed this.